Hi, today I'm going to talk about financial consolidation within Sage Intacct. To give a bit of a background, this feature makes life easier with consolidated reporting within a multiple entities shared environment where multiple base currencies or multiple transaction currencies are being used. There are three different types of consolidation: domestic, global, and advanced ownership consolidation. I will expand on these further later in this video. Based on the type of consolidation you need, you will need to double check multiple base currencies option first from company, admin, subscription, multiple entity management, configure. You cannot choose domestic consolidation if multiple base currencies are enabled, as is the case in my environment, and you will only get the option between global consolidation and advanced ownership consolidation. Consolidation application can then be enabled and configured within Sage Intacct by navigating to company, admin, subscription, consolidation, configure. I'm using global consolidation for the sake of this example, and this consolidation is already selected within my environment. To find out more about the consolidation subscription, you should reach out to your account manager to get the best advice on what type of consolidation suits your business the best and get it tailored to the need of your business. This feature does come with an added charge. Your account manager also provides you with details regarding the fee of adding this subscription and how much does it cost to get the type of consolidation that suits your need the best. The first type of consolidation is domestic consolidation. This consolidation is ideal to be used in a multi-entity shared environment where all entities are using a single base currency. This consolidation offers multi-entity insights and auditing capabilities. However, it does not offer currency translation, multi-level consolidation, or consolidating partially owned entities. An example of a company that would benefit from a domestic consolidation is a business with entities located and operating within the same region and have a single base currency, such as a business in the UK with branches across different cities which use only the Great British Pound. The second type of consolidation is global consolidation. This consolidation is useful in a scenario where multiple base currencies are used across different entities in a multi entity shared environment. An example of such would be an international business with its branches across different regions, such as the UK and the EU, using the Great British Pound as the base currency in some entities and the euro in the others. This type of consolidation offers everything that domestic consolidation offers, and on top of that, it also supports currency translation. It does not, however, support multi level consolidation or consolidation between partially owned entities. The third and final type of consolidation is advanced ownership consolidation, which uses ownership structures to enable multi level consolidation and automated non controlling interest entries. It can be used in any environment that uses flat structures with a single hierarchical level, or complex structures with multiple hierarchical levels, or any environment with wholly and partially owned entities. This type of consolidation offers everything that global consolidation offers, and on top of that, it also supports multi level consolidation and consolidating partially owned entities. Now, once the consolidation application is subscribed, it starts appearing within the application menu. Here you can see all the options available within the consolidation menu. The setup tab contains the configuration options regarding the consolidation application and the book setup. Consolidation books are the guides on how the financial data is combined. Details like currency conversion, exceptions, base currency entities to be included, and inter-entity elimination within the consolidation are all compiled in consolidation books. When you run the consolidation, you select the book that you want to run it by, and it inherits all of these settings. To look at the list of already existing consolidation books or to create a new one, we need to go into this section. Here is a list of already existing consolidation books which have been created at some point in the past. We can create a new one with this option right here. I am going to use global LEC, the already existing one, to look at the setup of consolidation books. So the consolidation book setup generally has four tabs. Each tab may have multiple sections. Within the book information tab, multi-currency section is the section that only appears for global consolidation or advanced ownership consolidation. In this section, we set up the currency for consolidation and the source for the exchange rate and information related to that. General information section includes all the general information regarding the book, like the book name, description, and status, etc. Entity to consolidate is where you are the entities that you are consolidating. You can do that from right here. In this example, all the entities within this environment are selected. Consolidation general entries are posted to the elimination entity, which is selected from right here. This may include currency translation, adjustment, and elimination transactions for inter-entity transactions, etc. Elimination adjustment account is selected from right here, and you can also select the dimensions for consolidation in this tab. Journal is where you set up the journals for consolidation. Any accounts that use a different exchange method than the one mentioned in the Books Information tab are added to this account with their preferred exchange rate method. Elimination is applied to any GL accounts added here for inter-entity transactions. Once the setup is complete, the book can be saved from right here. Now we can proceed to run the consolidation. For that, we need to navigate to consolidation, all, run consolidation. Before we run consolidation, it is important to note a few things. First of all, each of these periods are color coded for each of the entity. Green means that consolidation has already been run and it is successful. Blue would mean that the consolidation is in progress, and red would mean the consolidation has been failed. In this screen, for the first step is to select the book that we want to run the consolidation by, and then we select the period range for consolidation. If the consolidation has been run on a certain period, but there are new transactions that have been added to that period, we can rerun the consolidation by simply selecting that period and clicking consolidate. We need to be mindful of the fact that if we are rerunning the consolidation for an older period, all the subsequent periods need to be consolidated again. We can simply run the consolidation by checking the period that we want to run the consolidation for and clicking on consolidate here. We click OK for the email notification. This has automatically turned to blue, which means that this period is in process of consolidation. Once we receive the email notification, we can simply just come back to this page and we will see here the status has changed back to green. We can check the consolidation histories by navigating to consolidation, consolidation history. In this list, we can see every time the consolidation has been run with a timestamp and the entity name and the book name and other relevant information regarding it. Once the consolidation has been run, we can go to consolidation, financial reporting, financial reports, And from here, we can run any report that we want, select the consolidating book and the period that we want the reporting by, and click on OK. And here we have it, data based on the consolidation that we have just run. We can similarly run any other reports as well that have been set up, and we can create new reports based on the consolidated data as well. Thank you for watching.